So I often play this thought experiment with myself. If I could travel back in time with the knowledge that I know right now and stand in front of my younger self, what would I tell him? What would I tell him to do differently so I could be further ahead right now? And other than investing in Apple, Amazon, Facebook with all your money, here are the 5 most important life-changing lessons that I had to learn the hard way that I wish I knew when I was 20 years old. I'm 22 right now. And I wanted to make this video right now because in the last 2 weeks, I scheduled 15 minutes chats with you guys, my motivated subscribers, and girls of course. And a common question that you guys ask me is,
I think there's just this like sheer anxiety about like coming to college and like the college life in general. Like, how do I start preparing myself like throughout the undergraduate experience?
What advice do you have me for someone who's just entering college or who's in college so I can make the most out of my college career? Number 1, and this might be shocking, going to college doesn't equal success. I know a lot of us, because the way we were raised, because of our Asian parents, we think going to college is going to solve all of our life's problems, but instead it just gives you more time to figure your life out. College doesn't equal success, but if you take advantage of it, it does give you an environment for you to create the successful life that you want. Because going to college isn't about learning the book knowledge. As billionaire Mark Cuban said,
to me, the most important part of college is, are you learning how to learn? Because learning is a lifetime achievement. It's something you've got to continuously do.
You gotta learn how to learn and how to learn faster and how to figure things out on your own. That's the most important thing you'll learn in college. Also, college gives you access to a lot more motivated people who are constantly trying to improve themselves, which will motivate you to improve yourself as well. And making more and more of those friends is what college is all about. Funny story. I ordered coconut water from this takeout restaurant, and then they called me saying they ran out of coconut water, so they just gave me a real coconut instead. Not a bad deal if you ask me. Alright, what I wish I knew. The next one is to be aggressively patient. And what I mean by that is attack your goals with full strength, but be patient with the results. And you know what? Drake put it best.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, but I still gotta win a race.
This is your goal, and this is you attacking it with full strength. Be aggressively patient. I love this. This is the best purchase I've made during quarantine. Whew. Number 3. This is something that I debated with myself. Are girls or guys a distraction? Is dating a distraction? If you ask my mom, she will definitely say yes. But if you also ask my mom, she will tell you, don't date, but where's your wife though? So I don't know if I can listen to my mom on this piece of advice. So for me, in my personal experience, I would say it really depends how you approach relationships. It kind of depends whether you're a simp or not. Girls or guys are distracting if they consume your whole entire world and they're everything that you think about every single day. Okay, that's definitely a distraction. But I would say if you keep your boundaries, do what you need to do, and still make time to hang out with them, that's not a distraction. That's actually an enriching experience, and it's an experience that's gonna help you grow your relationship management skills and your social skills. And if you find a good partner, they're gonna help you grow your confidence as well. And I would say for you bros, girls can be one of the biggest sources of motivation for you to improve yourself. I mean, I got friends who are like I want to get jacked. I want to lose all this quarantine fat right now because places are opening up and there's a really cute girl on Instagram and I gotta go ask her out. I mean, they're not a distraction, they're a source of motivation if you handle yourself correctly. Okay, number 4. I know you guys probably know this one. You know exactly what I'm about to say, but I'm not gonna say it again because it's exactly the way you figure out what you wanna do in your life, okay? Try a lot of different things, drop the ones you don't like, and stick with the ones you do like. That's a formula, man. That's a formula to figure out what you wanna do with your life. Some of you actually might hate coconut water, but you don't know until you tried it. I loved it, so I drink coconut water. And for me, everyone tells me avocados are the best fruit or vegetable on earth. It's the best tasting thing. I tried it in my salad the other day. It's disgusting, and it didn't make my stomach very happy. So I don't like it. I'm not gonna eat more avocados. It's pretty simple. It's just like that. Like, it works with things you want to do in your life too. For example, YouTube. I didn't know YouTube was something that I'm gonna like, but I tried it. I bought a $300 camera off of Craigslist and I started making my first video. It was like a 10,000 calorie challenge, just random video. I made it. The video didn't do that well, but I love the process of coming up with an idea and then immediately producing a video and creating a finished product that I can look back on. I love that. So I created more and more videos and I found out YouTube is actually one of my biggest passions because it combines business, creativity, and it gives me an outlet to speak my life lessons I've learned and help impact your growth. I love that, you know? But I never would have knew that's what I was gonna like until I tried it. If what you choose is something worth sticking to, and if you stick through the hard times, I promise you, you're gonna see the results that you're looking for. Okay, number 5, and this one I think is the most controversial, but this is something that I found to be true with myself and from the 2 most successful friends that I have and from talking with them. The 2 friends I'm thinking about, they're both same age as me. One is making like $500,000 a year, and the other friend started his own company in Silicon Valley and has hired on like 10 people, and they're from like Amazon, Dropbox, and like different places. So they're making a lot of money. And when I talk to them, I'm like, did making a lot of money make you happy? Do you think it's important to make money? Both of them gave me a very similar answer. They said, money doesn't necessarily make you more happy, but it gives you the freedom to make long-term decisions. And that's what's gonna make you happy, because when you make long-term decisions, those are usually the most fulfilling decisions. And that's actually quite a different answer than what I was expecting. That's never something I thought about, but it makes a lot of sense because in college, I only had like $500 to $1,000 in the bank at any given time. That's the most money I ever had. And I was always thinking about like, how do I make more money? If I was get a job, how much money would I make? But that's not the most fulfilling way to live. The most fulfilling way to live is like, what are my long-term goals and what can I learn right now to achieve my goals? But not having any money, it restricts your time, so you're not able to do the things that you actually want to do. I don't have the freedom to think about that because I need to worry about how am I gonna like pay for next month. But in the last 12 months, I started making money. I started making money through YouTube and I do marketing consulting. And that has really, really freed up my mind to think about my long-term goals. I don't actually make that much money from YouTube right now, I would say. Most of my money is from marketing consulting, but having that source of income really allows me to focus on YouTube, which is the most fulfilling for me, even though it doesn't pay me. I wouldn't say at all, but it pays me very, very little compared to the amount of time I invest into it. But I think it's worth investing into this. One, because I love doing this, I love helping you guys, I love creating videos, but two, there's also long-term business potential in YouTube as well. And there's a chance for me to make this my full-time career. But if I was broke, I wouldn't have the luxury to focus on YouTube. And the most important thing is, if you don't want to listen to what your parents tell you to do, you gotta make your own money. You can't take money from them and not listen to them. Right now, my mom, as much as she wants to tell me what to do in life, she can't really tell me what to do in life because I can just do whatever I want because I don't need to ask her for the money to do it. I don't need to ask her for her permission. She would never let me travel to Harvard, Stanford, all these universities if she was paying for it. But since I saved up money by myself through working at Lululemon, I was able to pay for it, and that was the right decision for me. Honestly, there's a lot I can say about money. If you want to see that, drop a comment below because I don't know. There's 2 book recommendations I'd give to you. These are the books that I first started reading and has changed my life. One is called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Clickbait title, but the book is actually very deep. It gets you to reflect on yourself and think about your long-term goals. And 2, it's called The One Thing. And this is the best productivity book out there, but also it's a goal-setting book. It will tell you how to break down your goals and achieve them. I'll leave Amazon links in the description. If you buy through my link, I get 2%. So if you buy a book, I only make less than 50 cents. But every 50 cents counts, okay? We're trying to make YouTube full time, so every 50 cents counts. Smack that like button if you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, and subscribe because I'll be posting more videos on this topic in the coming weeks. Click right here to view that playlist. My name is Hafu, and dare to dream.